off the top, baby.
Hey, man. Hey, man, let's get it, man.
So the first big question I have to ask both.
And
Kevin, thanks.
David, he is showing that maturity. Thanks for that report. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for him.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the 3 slot. And for Philadelphia, Harrison and Embiid together in the middle. Seth Curry is out there with Simmons. And it's Green in at the 3, the small forward.
As Giannis has grown in his physical stature, widening those shoulders, having more strength, these are the kind of plays that make all that hard work pay off.
Now here's Curry. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. Greg, we're still involved in the conference system. Does it hold relevance as we're looking here at the standings midseason?
You know, for travel distance, yes, and there's also some tradition at stake. I mean, look, that said, in a perfect world, you'd like to see the best 16 teams make the playoffs each year, but we've had, you know, imbalance in conferences forever, so that's not going to change, but sometimes change is just necessary.
How about quickly for the playoffs? Would you like to reseed and take the top 6 teams, 1 through 16?
I would. I think that'd be a great idea.
Now here's Giannis. After the miss from Joel Embiid.
A great floor awareness as Antetokounmpo has a sense for when the D has overcommitted or shifted his way, and then he finds where his teammate is open on the floor.
Now here's Simmons. His last outing, he had 18 points. Goes up on the wing, and he overshot that one, missing.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open. And last season, Giannis Antetokounmpo welcoming his first child into the world.
And maybe now an MVP at home as a most valuable papa. The mother of his son was a volleyball player in her day. So you got to think, as this kid grows up, maybe the recruits are sending letters already.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Up top, Simmons. Lopez covering. Here's Embiid. And foul on the shot. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Now here is Holiday. He just could not put it together in that loss to Denver. Middleton the pass to Lopez. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
Lopez serves as an unbelievable case study for someone who changed his game over time. I mean, almost in a season. So specifically, how he added the 3-point shot, it's made him such a valuable asset to this offense. Makes it pretty tough on the defense. Who you're going to pick to send to the free throw line. And he's hitting the free throws right now. Form looks good.
Back to Simmons. Tips it, and Embiid is right there.
You see that nasty streak Embiid possesses. Part of why he's a superstar. Great motor.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. He's got 6. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
just playing with poise and confidence, and they continue to put points on the board.
Yeah, just really pouring it on right now, trying to take away the opposition's motivation to keep competing in this one.
Here's Simmons. Steady offensive output from him, averaging more than 16 points a game. And that one drops.
And this is how Simmons puts up points. He challenges you close at the rim more often than not, having the physical advantage.
Antetokounmpo against Harris. Back to Antetokounmpo. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Taking a look here at some of the numbers for Ben Simmons.
And a promising trend this month is the rise in his effective field goal percentage. He's showing a lot of smarts. Shot selection has been tremendous, and it's helped his numbers a ton.
And the 76ers with a completely new group now. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. Torrey Craig comes in for Chris Middleton. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Drew Holiday. Here's Craig. Here's Giannis. That one, no good. Great D that time from Howard. Here's Thibault. Craig pulls it in.
He gets a lot of points right there at the rim, but the defense determined not to give up the easy deuce there.
And they double up Giannis. Back to Augustine. It's deflected, but they get it back. The kick out to Antetokounmpo. Clock at 6. Tries again, and the layup is good. Antetokounmpo's got 10 points.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Maxey passes to Howard. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
When you find yourself up double digits in the first quarter, you know you're doing something right.
Well, dominant so far. That's the responsibility of the starters. Now let's see if everybody else who plays in this game makes the same kind of high-level contributions.
Korkmaz kicks to Thibault. Here's Maxey. Great D that time from Portis. Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Milwaukee. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Bucks, guys.
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
Yeah, felt like they knew that there were openings in transition and just wanted to keep trying to feed that, get out quick.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got. We've got Holiday. Also, Dante DiVincenzo's out there. Brook Lopez is out there with Chris Middleton, and it's Craig in at the four-man position. And that one's good by Lopez.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Now, here's Maxey. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Milton kicks to Thibault. Now, here's Milton. Defended by DiVincenzo.
Excellent off-ball awareness as Brook was able to get over there and swat it away.
Total letdown by the D. Can't leave the bucket unprotected.
Absolutely. And it takes an easy 2 points onto the lead.
Will not find a higher percentage opportunity than that.
All alone, and Holiday throws it down.
Fire on both ends of the floor. That's what Drew Holiday is playing with and letting his defense manufacture some of his offense.
Pass to Korkmaz. Greg, we know the names of the superstars, but there are players that are just under that category who probably should get a little more recognition.
Hey, Kevin, that's a great point, and I'm going to toot my alma mater's horn a little bit. Christian Wood's a guy that kind of
good one. Yes.
Reminds me of that. He's kind of on the come up. How about Devontae Graham, the second rounder back in 2018? But he's showing to be an established young talent in this league. And there are many more guys like that, and they're going to have their opportunity to become household names.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
It's good.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And the 76ers decide to take their first time out here.
And they're allowing too many points in the paint. Coach is going to let them hear about it.
Yeah, coach knows that. They know that. In the timeout, they're going to hear about it, make the adjustment.
And it's a completely new group here for Philadelphia. And Milwaukee also making a switch. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Torrey Craig. Simmons from down in the low post. It goes.
And with that basket, he's able to end a 10-0 run by Milwaukee. And what a factor Ben Simmons is on the floor. Does so much for this team in every facet of the game. He's a triple-double threat whenever he suits up.
Harris looking it over. Back to Embiid. Pass to Simmons. 76ers moving the ball around. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him. And sometimes people forget just how young Ben Simmons is, Greg. This is just the beginning for him.
I mean, and that's what fans are missing about Simmons. His age. I mean, you can worry about his shot, but he has a long time to figure it out. He could end up having a Jason Kidd type of a career where he becomes a solid shooter later on.
The drive by Simmons. And the rejection by Giannis. And it's the Bucks on the break. And Giannis throws it down.
This guy upping his scoring average every year. Tonight's effort's only going to increase the chances of Giannis to do that again, maybe this season.
Simmons with it. He's picked up by Lopez. Embiid kicks to Curry. Lets the three fly. And there's Embiid. That's good on the assist by Curry. Embiid's got 7 points.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Outside, Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
With the combination of strength and size, Simmons throws it down with ease.
There's 48 seconds left in the first half. Holiday finds Antetokounmpo. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
Nice to play with a point guard that takes pride in playmaking. It makes you move around just a little bit faster to get open spots.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Here's Antetokounmpo, and the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Well, guarding Antetokounmpo is really difficult because of how awkward he can get around the floor and how much space he can take up.
And Simmons kicks to Harris. Simmons inside. Embiid's shot is good. Embiid's got 5 points now this quarter.
And with off-the-charts awareness, Simmons makes plays that others simply don't see.
Yeah, that miss might stick with him for a little.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. What a pleasure. A tremendous game we're seeing from Giannis Antetokounmpo. He had 16 points, 2 assists. And that'll...
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You look at Antetokounmpo in this one. He's been everywhere.
Yeah, and early on, he has been feasting in the paint, and you have to think they're going to keep feeding the big fella.
Oh, man, pouring it on right now, and why wouldn't you?
Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Curry is out there with Simmons, and it's Green in at the three. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia.
What breathtaking quickness by Simmons. So good at blowing by whoever is brave enough to try to take him on.
And that one, good. Giannis has got 18 points in the game.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
And he gets it to go.
And the man just brings his lunch pail and goes to work. What sets Embiid apart is he does it with such ease.
Pass to Lopez. And Lopez throws it down.
Yeah, just a simple one-hand flush.
I think he got a few more inches on his vertical by going with the spike. Simmons against Lopez. The pass to Embiid. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. He's got 13.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
You know, Greg, we can all agree that Joel Embiid's a superstar in the league with this play, but you get the feeling he's the most criticized superstar in the league right now as well.
You know, pundits and fans have questioned his fitness, his fit, but at the end of the day, he does get it done, and the numbers speak for themselves. Embiid's an outspoken guy, which can invite a lot of criticism.
Holiday with it. He's been playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game. Simmons with the defensive effort. The 76ers trail by 13. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one is on Holiday.
What mastery from Simmons, fooling the entire defense in the paint there.
Greg, I think of you in a New York Knicks uniform, legendary arena you played in. What was that experience like?
Kevin, intense. I remember the first time I suited up in a preseason game. We played the Dallas Mavericks. Both teams went up and down the court 3 times and nobody scored, and the fans started booing. And that's when I knew this is a little bit different.
The 76ers have gone 4 for 4 from the field since the halftime break. Terrific start to the third quarter. Here's Maxey. They get the rebound. Howard. Simmons looking around. Bucket is good. Simmons got 14.
And guys, it's just beautiful watching Simmons in screen and roll situations. A manipulative master when it comes to tearing apart the defense.
Now here is Augustine. Defense right on him. Portis in the post, and the foul called on Korkmaz. That is his first foul of the game. Shake Milton, he's checked in for the 76ers. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Here's Augustine, and it's sent back by Howard.
Well, that reach of Dwight Howard's is so impressive. A dominant shot blocker and a tremendous athlete.
A shot by Milton, no good. Bucks leading by 11. Portis drives in. Banked in off the glass. Portis has got his first points in this one.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
Back to Korkmaz. 76ers moving the ball around. And here is Milton. He's still scoreless so far in this one. The shot's good.
Okay, nice job here in the second half. Field goal percentage is way up from what it was at halftime when it was just barely above 30%.
Here's Augustine. And the layup's good off the glass. And the Bucks lead by 13.
Well, he's too good a finisher to blow that kind of chance, but that's going to be a wake-up call to the defense.
There's 49 seconds left to play here in the third. Milton the pass to Howard. Great D that time from Portis.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
And the foul called on Korkmaz. That'll be his second foul of the game. Some changes for Philadelphia. Embiid, he's checked in for Howard. And Harris subbed in for Korkmaz. The Bucks also changing it up. Giannis, he's checked in for Wilson. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Green's checked in. And then for Milwaukee, Wilson, he's checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Torrey Craig comes in for Chris Middleton. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Pat Connaughton. That's also good. So he hits both free throws. Now Simmons, 14 points for him. Three-pointer by Embiid, and no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks feeling good about their 17-point lead heading into the break. And it's been their rugged defense. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. On the floor for Milwaukee starting the fourth quarter. Brook Lopez is out there with Portis. Then there's Dante DiVincenzo. Then it's Holiday, and it's Connaughton in at the small forward. Embiid inside the line. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And after an abysmal first half from the field, the shots now starting to fall.
Timeout called, the Bucks.
And coaches looking to seize every advantage, maximize every possession.
Got to feel good as a coach if you make all those adjustments, pull the right strings. That's what they love to do.
A different look for Milwaukee. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Portis, and Middleton subbed in for Pat Connaughton. He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey guys, well, Mike Budenholzer had some advice for the team during the timeout. He said, this is where mistakes can kill us. This is where mistakes can turn this thing completely around. Protect the basketball and make the simple play. In other words, guys, no hero ball right now.
Thank you, David. And Simmons kicks to Green. It's Curry outside. Wow, came this close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
Yeah, you hate to give up a foul on a three-point attempt.
Good on the second free throw.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
And he makes all 3.
Well, a great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
Pass to Lopez. On the wing, Giannis. That one falls. Antetokounmpo's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, Giannis scores inside, one of the best in the business at getting his feet wet in the paint, and a strong feel for the attack that time.
Simmons with it, and Holiday picks him up defensively. Embiid, no good. Bucks leading by 16. Holiday surveying the floor, and that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Simmons. Here's Antetokounmpo. And it's Harris with the ball for the 76ers. No one near Curry as he lets it go. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist.
Danny Green is such a fantastic system player, and this is a pretty fantastic system, so it's working out well.
Giannis high post. Harris is there. High post Lopez. Here's Giannis. Count it. Giannis has got 10 points here in the second half.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Curry on the wing. Offensive rebound.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there. Harris against Antetokounmpo. It's tipped and stolen by Harris. The finish and slam dunk by Harris.
A little combination of size and speed of Tobias Harris. When he gets going, hard to stop.
Here's Holiday. And so Antetokounmpo looking over it. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Well, an aggressive Antetokounmpo is a good thing for this team. Taking it in with force to the rack and getting the foul.
Been a lot of talk, Greg, about in-season tournaments in the NBA to spur fan interest. The proposal was tabled for a bit. What are your thoughts on that?
You know, cash prizes for the players and coaching staffs. That always seems like a good idea. I just wonder, Kevin, if they're going to be any cash prizes for the broadcasters, because I think they're on to something if we could get that. And, you know, but in all seriousness, we see that in soccer, right? And it seems to work well. And I think if it can spur some more interest from fans, then I'd be all for it.
Yeah, the fans love it watching soccer. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Yeah, a quick little lean like that is going to get the ref's attention. Foul called.
Embiid wide open. His three-pointers off the mark.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often. And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for Milwaukee.
At every opportunity, they managed to push the ball and keep the up-tempo game going.
I think it paid off, that's for sure.
And so looking at their number, this will be win number 22 on the year.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this four-game season series.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
From deep three-point range, and Philadelphia grabs the miss.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Simmons. Lopez with the block. Middleton looking it over. From deep. No good on that one. And so it's the Bucks taking care of business in this one. And in the win, a comfortable. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining. Let's a look at our setting tonight. The picture. And before we get going,
Hey, Kevin.
Terrific. David, thanks. And above the rim play, always captivating, Steve. We should see a lot of that tonight.
And Kevin, I'm so excited. You know, I played under the rim, so to get a chance to watch guys play well above, I am getting my popcorn ready.
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Young and Herter make up the backcourt. Clint Capella is out there with Collins, and it's Fernando in at the center position. And for Milwaukee, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the center, locking down the middle. Lopez with the bucket.
And I tell you, Antetokounmpo's evolved into one of the better passing forwards in our league. And when the defense is focused on you that much, you need to be able to find the open man.
Here's Collins. Following the basket by Brook Lopez. The kick out to Young. Capella, the pass to Collins. 4 on the shot clock. Taken away by Holiday. Here we go with Holiday running it up the court. And the dunk by Giannis.
The underrated vision of Holiday. I like it when he's distributing, and I think his coach does as well.
Collins finds Young. And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. The rebound by the Bucks.
High percentage look for him. But bottom line, they're not all going to go down.
Oh, fellas, that was vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. The Hawks working the ball around. Young dishes to Capella. Back to Young. Pass to Capella. Yep, that one goes.
And this is where Capella's offseason work continues to pay off. The short to medium range jumper becoming much more reliable.
Now here is Holiday. He just could not put it together in that loss to Denver.
Did you see the game plan is working already? 4 straight makes to start this one.
For Atlanta, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Young looking around. From outside, off the mark.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Here's DiVincenzo.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Also, if you can't get stops at this point, it really doesn't matter what you do at the offensive end.
Kicks it out to Collins. Pass to Herter. Lopez over to help. And stolen by DiVincenzo. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
And so Young will bring it up for Atlanta. 8-point game. Passes it to Capella. Here's Herter. Defended by DiVincenzo. Back to Herter. 4 on the clock. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. Poke loose to the paint. Shot clock at 2, and it's sent back by Lopez.
It's a bonus whenever Lopez comes up with the swat. Want to see more of this from the big fella.
Fast break, the Hawks. Collins passes to Fernando. Kicks it to Young. Back to Herter. Young outside. And the pass to Capella. Just 5 on the clock. The shot will not fall. Good D by Lopez.
And for a long time, Atlanta had been searching for a legitimate center. Seems like they found their guy in Clint Capella.
Yes, and Clint Capella is limited offensively, but that's not his job. What Clint Capella does do, he does very well. He's a terrific rebounder, and he will have a lot of room to finish at the rim, as he does with power.
Herter passes to Fernando. Collins kicks to Young. Pass to Fernando. And it's sent back by Lopez. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile 1 block.
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. Torrey Craig comes in for Chris Middleton. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Drew Holiday. Now, here's Portis. Here's Giannis. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Rondo. And the layup falls.
Really admire the fact that Rondo is not afraid to go down there in the paint from time to time.
Augustine passes to Giannis. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks going into the break with a 10-point lead. They're playing a bruising. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And for the Bucks guys, what jumps out to you stats-wise?
Well, you have to love what they've done offensively after that first period.
Crushing it, absolutely crushing it. Shooting lights out, building a big lead here early on.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. And so in the game for the Hawks, they've got Okongwu. Tony Snell is out there with Rajon Rondo. Then it's John Collins. And it's Fernando in at the foul. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And let's use this break to bring up the top scoring teams in the league so far this season. These are the real stats, real scores from the real NBA. The Bucks second.
And how about the year they've had offensively? This is a team that can put points on the board in a hurry. Always fun to watch them play.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Lopez, he's checked in for Portis. Giannis comes in for Torrey Craig. Dante DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Bryn Forbes. And it's Drew Holiday in for Augustine.
I like that. Collins playing under control, reading the floor. Nice setup there.
The drive by Giannis. And the dunk by Lopez.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Collins passes to Fernando. Back to Rondo. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Snell dishes to Okongwu. And Okongwu slams it in.
Passes like this demonstrate Snell's team-first approach. He's all about getting it to the open guys.
Kick out to Giannis. On the wing, DiVincenzo. Here's Antetokounmpo, and the dunk by Giannis.
In the long strides of Antetokounmpo, once he gets downhill, there's almost no stopping.
Well, for the teams that are clearly rebuilding, should they simply play the young guns, Greg, no matter what, or should they make them earn their minutes?
Kev, I don't know that there's a right answer to that. I think it's really about the personnel and the personalities of the guys on that roster. And really, the front office should play a big role in that as well. But it's a hard call. You got to believe enough in those young guys to say, hey, that's our future. We're going in that direction. But you still got to also take care of your veteran guys who are kind of setting the table for your future.
Bucks leading by 12. On the wing, Holiday. And it's John Collins with the rebound.
A for effort, but when there's that much resistance at the rim, better find another option.
Three-pointer, Snell, and the three ball is good. Snell's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for Atlanta. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Fernando pulls it in.
This is the shot you want right at the rim. He just couldn't deliver.
Snell, no good. Bucks have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%.
And out of New Mexico, Tony Snell has made himself into a capable
long-range marksman.
Yes, he's a guy who plays within himself, GA, stays in his lane, and knocks down perimeter shots.
Pass to Okongwu. He kicks it to Snell. Dishes it to Okongwu.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Milwaukee leading by 9. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. Here's Lopez. Passes to Connaughton. Antetokounmpo inside. Shot clock at 6. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Outside Collins. The pass to Snell. There's 25 seconds left in the second quarter.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. And Holiday kicks to Antetokounmpo. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Man, with that skill set at 6'11", Giannis might be the toughest guard in the league.
At the line for 2.
Both free throws good from Antetokounmpo. Here's Herter. The 3. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. They're shooting the ball. Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. And he might not get all the attention, but you talk about smooth scoring. And that does it for our...
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. You have to like what we're seeing from Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the 3 spot. That's the group for Milwaukee right now.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
He is just unwilling to settle. He gets right to the rim and makes sure they come away with points.
Here's Giannis. He gets that one. Giannis has got 12.
And I really marvel at the touch of Antetokounmpo for his size and physique. That's incredible.
Collins passes to Capella. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. The Hawks shooting their first free throw of the evening.
And looking at the numbers this season, they're shooting a robust 82% from the line. That's about as good as it gets.
And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. And here's Young from the arc. The rebound by the Bucks.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Here's DiVincenzo. Lays it up and banks it in. DiVincenzo's got the lead up to 12 now for Milwaukee.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
An uncontested shot at the rim, you have to compete at all times.
Kicks to Capella. 5 on the clock. Young outside. The Hawks again can't hit.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
And his rhythm, it's been way off. The goal now might be to get him something easy at the rim so he can just see the ball go in through the net, and that helps.
The Hawks trail by 12. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they'll count the bucket.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. Torrey Craig comes in for Antetokounmpo. Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at. And how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Here's Snell. He averages about 5 points a game.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Augustine with it. Capella's there. Augustine, that's good. Augustine's got 6. Teams have dynasties. The 90s, Michael Jordan. We've seen it over the many decades. Over the next decade, though, who do you think's going to lead the pack there, Greg?
Ooh, that's a great question. You know, with the way Father Time is treating LeBron, you might have to wait and see because he is still playing at such a high level. But, you know, obviously Giannis has got to be on the short list with the Bucks. For me, I really look at Luka in Dallas. I just feel like with Kristaps Porzingis, that duo could just be deadly with how the game is played. But don't sleep on the Celtics with Tatum and Brown and that group that they have, with the front office they have. Man, I think the league overall is going to be in great shape moving forward.
It sure seems that way. And Portis throws it down.
This is what they want to see. Portis finishing strong inside, making his presence felt.
Young passes to Snell. Pass to Capella, out to the right wing. Got a piece of it. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's on Bobby Portis.
Aggressive move by Capella. His length and athleticism, it's tough to handle when he gets the ball that deep.
Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Milwaukee. And the Hawks making a change here as well. Rondo's checked in. Middleton the pass to Portis. And Portis throws it down.
And it really helps their team so much with Middleton's passing with effectiveness. And it helps him out as a scorer. He's that much harder to defend.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Back to Herter. Pass to Okongwu. He feeds it to Capella. Stolen by Middleton. Here's Connaughton. Here's Craig. And the last second attempt does not go in for him.
Have to respect the effort on defense from Tony Snell, doing everything he can to alter the shot.
And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting. They've been dialed in so far from the field. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them
And what a beautiful feed.
Fundamental basketball. Keep your eyes up. Keep the ball moving. You're going to keep the defense on its heels.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. Fourth quarter on the court for the Hawks. Collins is out there with Clint Capella. That's Rajon Rondo. And it's Herter in at the shooting guard position.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
Turning defense into offense. Every coach talks about it. Perfect example right there.
Antetokounmpo with the bucket.
And we talk about Antetokounmpo's all-around skills, and tonight it's been about the scoring. He's put this offense on his back.
And the whistle blows. It'll be on Pat Connaughton. That's his first foul. Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Collins passes to Fernando. Up and in on the layup.
Nice touch there near the hoop.
Bucks leading by 14. On the wing, DiVincenzo. Back to Connaughton. Passes it to DiVincenzo. Lopez kicks to Antetokounmpo. Ball's knocked loose. 6 on the shot clock. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. A 3 for DiVincenzo. Collins grabs the miss.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Here's Herter. Again, the Hawks score.
Kevin Herter, a terrific catch-and-shoot player, both from a stationary position and coming off screens.
Holiday, the pass to Lopez. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Here's Antetokounmpo. That's good. It's his 7th made basket in 14 tries.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
And so it's Rondo bringing it up for the Atlanta Hawks. They trail by 14. Now the pass to Fernando. Collins kicks to Rondo. Back to Collins. 7-foot shot. And the rejection by Giannis. And here is DiVincenzo. Pass to Antetokounmpo. And there's the call on John Collins. That is his first foul of the game. And the Bucks making a change here. Middleton's checked in. And a switch here also for Atlanta. Young's checked in for Rajon Rondo. Giannis outside. That one doesn't drop. Collins with some nice D. Pass to Herter to the inside. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Yeah, credit Herter. Recognizes where the help is coming from. Finds the open man.
Holiday against Young. Holiday, the pass to Lopez. Right side, Antetokounmpo. Back to Lopez. Outside Holiday. Here's Middleton. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Holiday's got 3 assists tonight.
And just about every one of Middleton's shots is a smart one. Even from mid-range, he's not going to force anything.
Passes it to Herter. Well, Smitty, you were a player with versatility and length. How much fun would you have had with today's style of play?
I think, Kevin, I was a guy that kind of played 1 through 3 at 6'8". But nowadays, I could have played 1 through 5. I would have loved playing the 5 position. Reason why, I could have got my shot off at any time I wanted. And the three-point shot, Kevin, you can take 10, 12 three-pointers. I would have loved that.
Giannis passes to Lopez. Count that one.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for Milwaukee.
Their inside game was what secured them the win tonight.
They had their way in the paint, and those are all high percentage shots, but the defense couldn't stop them from getting down low.
And so looking at their number, this will be win number 22 on the year.
And once the horn sounds, they're going to go up 2-0 in the season series.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
He really played at his preferred pace, never let adjustments by the defense speed him up or slow him down.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Here's Fernando. Here's Herter. Outside Collins. He dishes it to Capella. Moves back up. Young from outside, and the miss. And so it's the Bucks taking care of business in this one. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. The Hawks on their way to the locker room earlier, hoping to...
Hey, Kevin.
Thanks, D.A. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Danilo Gallinari.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that
was worth the price of admission. And, you know, whenever Simmons gets a chance to show off his insane bounce, he takes advantage of it, really demonstrating how lethal he is in the air.
And you rarely see the vision and playmaking of Ben Simmons in someone that size. That you can put him up there with Magic, LeBron, and Penny Hardaway in terms of those taller playmakers.
Yeah, you're spot on there, Greg. I mean, he's unique, really unique and gifted in that regard. And with all great passers, there are a couple of things they do well. One is they see a play or two ahead. They anticipate and throw the ball where it should be going, anticipating that. And the other thing is the timing with which they make their passes. It's usually right at the right time and the opportune time for a teammate to score on the catch.
We're about 1 minute into the first. Knocked loose, and it goes out of bounds. That one off Harris. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Curry. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. And Capella sends it back.
Over a 7'4" wingspan for Clint Capella. That's long, folks, and makes him an intimidating shot blocker.
And it's in there. Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. Here's Snell. 11 points for him in that last game against the Heat in Miami. And there's the pass to Capella. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Capella's got his second basket of the night.
Boy, Capella's so special. Great strength, good focus, especially when he's being defended like that. That's good work there.
The drive by Simmons. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And here at the midway point of the year, lots of guys banged up, Clark. Is it hard to decide when to play through and then maybe not to play, when to sit?
Yeah, you know, that's a good question, Kevin. And a lot of times it's about pain tolerance, the severity of the injury. Is it something that you can play with that won't linger on and you don't have the possibility of further injury? Those are the factors that go into playing hurt or playing in pain.
Embiid kicks to Curry. Back to Embiid. And the shot goes in.
Embiid really good at shooting in rhythm off the catch.
The Hawks have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Pass to Gallinari. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. 2 free throws. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving in and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Out to Gallinari, takes a 3. It's hauled in by Harris.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Embiid, the pass to Curry. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played. 5 to shoot.
Boy, that's a rebounding clinic right there. He boxed out and then went up aggressively and strong for it.
3-pointers. Snell buries the long-range jumper.
And hard to pass on that good a look from three-point range, even if you've got a clear path to the basket.
Curry on the wing. Lets a floater go. Green kicks to Harris. In the corner, Simmons with it. Back to Curry. This one for 3. Rebound by the Hawks. 36 seconds left to play here in the first. And here's Collins from outside. Here's Snell, guarded by Green. Snell, the pass to Capella. Ben Simmons with the rebound. The 76ers leading by 3. Right side Curry. Curry on the wing. Harris kicks to Green. Here's Embiid. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. And so it's Ben Simmons making highlights for the Philadelphia 76ers. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And we spoke with Joel Embiid earlier. He hopes to set an example.
From Africa, at the end of the day.
Well said. Certainly, Greg Embiid puts himself front and center, willing to lead the cause on and off the floor.
And this is where his big personality helps. He has a larger-than-life quality that really just captivates people.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for the 76ers?
With the aggression they're showing early on, I mean, they're driving it to the hoop with authority and force.
And also, it's been a positive to watch that they've attacked the paint offensively as well. It's really been about the balance that they've shown.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. So on the floor for Philadelphia, Howard is out there with Korkmaz. Then there's Matisse Thybulle. Then it's Shake Milton. And it's Maxey in at the point guard.
Tell you what, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock it down.
And here's Maxey for the three. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
You know, pretty much anybody can hit that shot when they're that wide open. I mean, terrible defense.
And Korkmaz, the Turkish guard, taken at the end of the first round in 2016. Spent a year overseas before joining the NBA and didn't play much early on. But last season he showed he's a starting caliber player.
Now, here's Maxey. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. With the putback. And Howard with the second chance points. Howard's got the lead up to 8 now for the 76ers.
There are not many better on the offensive glass than Howard. He's a flat-out beast, especially if you don't box him out.
Gallinari passes to Collins. Will it go? And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That's on Dwight Howard. And with Korkmaz standing 6'7", Greg, there's a lot to like.
And his size can be a huge advantage in certain matchups, Kevin. Great wingspan, also lets him grab a fair amount of steals. Has worked hard to get where he is and still showing room to grow.
Howard, the pass to Maxey. Here's Thybulle. Here's Maxey. To the middle. Howard's shot is good. Howard's got his second bucket.
The concentration, the strength, the balance. Howard doing a nice job staying focused on the rim despite getting hit.
Here's Young. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 or 3 so far.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Here's Maxey. Count it. Maxey's got the lead. Back up to 8 now for Philadelphia.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Young pass to Okongwu. Over Maxey. The shot by Okongwu, no good.
There wasn't much defensive resistance there, guys, but somehow he blew it anyway. Missed opportunity.
Maxey, no good.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
Well, you can't be forcing a shot like that. You got to keep the ball moving. Get something better.
Milton's shot is good. And now it's a 10-point 76ers lead.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
And Okongwu slams it in.
How about the vision from the crafty little guard? Young excels at realizing when his guys have clean looks.
Maxey passes to Howard. Now, here's Maxey. Count it. His second make in 4 attempts.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen. Boy, just not scoring with the efficiency he'd like to. Tough quarter for him.
Back to Korkmaz. Thybulle on the wing. No points in the game yet for him. Passes it to Maxey. And slam dunk by Maxey.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
Young inside. Over Maxey. Count it, and the 76ers lead has been cut down now to just 10 on the basket from Young.
And having to respect Young's deep range defensively, hard to close off the lane.
Here's Maxey. The putback, and Howard with the second chance points. Howard's got 6.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by.
But only if you grind hard enough to get yourself in tight before the shot.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is Ben Simmons had it going on in the first quarter. He had 8 points. And that's all for now.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. We've seen Simmons really having a great game.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
We've got Gallinari. Clint Capella is out there with Collins. Then there's Tony Snell. And it's Herter in at the shooting guard position. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Here's Simmons. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Greg, if you're a small market team, how do you convince stars that you've drafted and developed to stay and re-sign?
It's a great question, Kevin. I actually think in a lot of ways it's easier today because you can be box office. You can be a superstar in a small market and have the name recognition because of the era we play in. And so I think the biggest way to keep them there is to build a championship caliber team around them. I think that is your saving grace. If you can prove to them that you can build a championship caliber team, I don't really think that there is a reason to want to leave.
That's a solid blueprint. And there's the foul. It's on Tony Snell. That is his first foul of the game. Okongwu's checked in for the Hawks. And it's out of bounds. The 76ers able to retain possession here.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
Collins kicks to Okongwu. Gallinari passes to Herter. Hawks passing it around. From the arc. That one, no good. And it's Philadelphia the other way.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
And Capella sends it back.
They have yet to hit a shot, a real slow start here in the second half.
Just 1 for 4 from the field, not the way they wanted to start the second half.
And that's a foul called on Gallinari. That is his first foul of the game. Simmons against Gallinari. Now here's Embiid, guarded closely. Here's Simmons. That one good for 2. Simmons got the lead up to 14 now for Philadelphia.
Yeah, and you know, for Simmons to be so young, he has a great basketball IQ, and he plays to his strengths on offense and plays to them well.
Gallinari inside the three-point line. Okongwu. And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
The tenacity on the interior, just battling, bringing that effort and will for second chance points.
Curry passes to Green. Pass to Embiid. Back to Green. The pass to Embiid. Here's the three. Gallinari with the rebound. The Hawks trail by 12. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish.
Maybe that'll help them recapture their edge a little bit, guys.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
And the Hawks making a change here. Young's checked in. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Seth Curry. Capella against Embiid. The 76ers again can't hit it.
Nothing seems to be going down for him today. And how about the defensive impact Embiid has on the floor? He's a great rim protector who can swipe an errant pass every so often.
Yeah, I agree with you, Greg. I mean, he's just so big. He's mammoth. I mean, he's not only tall and long, he's deep, too. He's a thick guy. So he's an excellent rim protector, discourages inside attempts at a high rate, clogs up the paint. That length is a huge asset. And then his foot movement, his agility for a guy of his size is pretty impressive, too.
Back to Herter. Okongwu kicks to Young. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Yeah, just exceptional focus on these hard finishes. Young welcomes getting physical on the way up.
And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Dwight Howard's checked in for Harris. Korkmaz comes in for Green. Matisse Thybulle checked in for Shake Milton. And Maxey subbed in for Simmons. Pass to Embiid. Here's Korkmaz. Passes to Maxey. And Capella sends it back. Now, here's Okongwu. Defended by Thybulle. 26 seconds left here in the third quarter. The 9-foot shot, and it's sent back by Howard.
And, you know, this is a definite strength of Howard's game. I think he's a rim protector of an elite level.
Pass to Embiid. Can they get it? Collins with some nice D.
Yeah, he just flat out tricked that one, missed it, and has no one to blame but himself.
And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers heading to the bench with a 7-point lead. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. On the court for Philadelphia to start the fourth, we've got Matisse Thybulle. Embiid is out there with Korkmaz. Then there's Howard. And it's Maxey in at the point. Young with the ball. And right on through for another basket. He's got 5 made on 5 of 9 shooting.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Here's Snell to the inside. Here's Collins, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And a lot of players might have passed that shot up. Not Collins. He stays aggressive and draws the foul.
And the first one at the line is good. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Tobias Harris is checked in for Howard. Green comes in for Korkmaz. Seth Curry, he's checked in for Matisse Thybulle. And Simmons subbed in for Maxey. Simmons against Young, outside Curry. And the pass to Harris. Outside Curry. Outside Simmons. And dunks it right on top of Trae Young. Wow!
A precision passer, Curry, also excellent at seeing his guys when they're open.
And so it's Young who brings it up for the Atlanta Hawks. 7-point differential. We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. And Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got 7 rebounds in the game. Outside Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
It really is a thing of beauty watching Simmons in screen and roll situations. I mean, he's a manipulative master when it comes to tearing apart the defense.
Young drives in, uses the glass to finish the layup. Young's got 4 points this quarter.
And, you know, coaches will take possessions like that all day long. Phenomenal use of the screen there.
Here's Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
When Simmons is driving inside, I'm telling you, he's going to sky up for the flush. Getting to the bucket in no time.
Curry against Rondo. That's in, coming off the assist from Young.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
And Simmons slams it in.
You know, what touch from the Australian native, Ben Simmons. I mean, he's so good at staying under control, even when facing physical contact.
And Ben Simmons picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Kevin Huerter, he is checked in for Rajon Rondo. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. Whistle blows, if that's going to be a travel. The Hawks trail by 9. Young outside. And he gets the bucket.
Right there, you see it. Young's ability to operate out of that pick and roll, very advanced for a player of his age.
The 76ers have gone 5 of 6 from the field to start the fourth quarter on a roll. Simmons passes to Harris. Curry on the wing. Pass to Embiid. 5 on the clock. Fires the 3. And Seth Curry hits from deep. And the 76ers lead by 10.
This is why you pay Seth Curry the big contract, the big money. His range is unlimited.
Young passes to Capella. Embiid with the steal. 1:12 left to play here in the fourth. No one near Curry as he lets it go. That 3 off the mark.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Collins dishes to Young. Nine feet out. There's the feed to Capella. Misses from short range.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
Simmons looking around. Beyond the arc. He can't hit that time. So Atlanta will take it the other way. And a deep 3 from Young. The long distance 3 is buried. Young's got it back down to single digits for Atlanta. Now here's Simmons. He's tightly guarded. Outside Curry. The 76ers again can't hit it. And there's the call on Joel Embiid. That's his 3rd foul of the game. From deep 3-point range, can't connect. So the 76ers win it. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And Kevin, when this one...
David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks, for... Simmons is out there with Curry, and it's Green in at the 3 spot. And for Milwaukee, Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Middleton in at the 3.
Who's got Simmons?
Simmons feeling it out a bit. And he drops it in from the low post. Well, the outcome tonight, Greg, could come down to the big men up front.
You know, versatility will be key. The front court that can be physical but also pass it, stretch the floor will likely be the victor.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Now here is Harris. Very solid contribution from him as he averages over 20 points a game. 6 to shoot. Here's Curry. The short one's on the money.
I mean, he makes plays like that in his sleep. The game is just far too easy.
Outside Holiday. Outside Antetokounmpo. The inside shot, and it's good off the glass.
And I really marvel at the touch of Antetokounmpo for his size and physique. That's incredible.
Giannis Antetokounmpo has said he doesn't want people calling him the MVP because he doesn't want to relax. He said he fears failure, so he has got to get better.
Back to Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
Look at that burst of speed. Look how well Simmons used that to get to the lane he wanted to get to the rim. You're going to pay for it.
Holiday looking over the floor. Lays it up and banks it in. Well, Greg, there's been some debate. What do you think? Is Giannis the best player right now in the world?
I tell you what, if there's a conversation, he has to be in it. You know, some people might go with Kawhi, Kevin Durant. He's coming back. LeBron James is there as well. But Giannis is probably the guy to lead that conversation.
They've come out with guns blazing, 4 for 5 from the field. They've got the D real.
Holiday, the pass to Lopez. Inside from 11 feet away. Can't get it to fall, and he's missed the second after making his first. Embiid wide open. He can't get that one to fall. Now the Bucks take it the other way. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Nuggets.
Painful to watch, guys. You could see their frustrations mounting, unable to get into any kind of a rhythm whatsoever.
Sometimes you have games like that, but you just got to shrug it off and move on to the next one.
You know, we always talk about what a rare talent Giannis is, and it's true. Unrivaled athleticism and versatility.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. Torrey Craig comes in for Chris Middleton. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Drew Holiday. Howard, the pass to Maxey. That's tipped.
Got to have more of this moving forward. Portis has the size needed to turn back shots.
Comes out of the gate empty. He's 0 for 1.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
On the wing, Milton. 1:31 left to play in the first quarter. Here's Howard. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket.
It's a battle boxing Howard out. Too big, too strong.
And so it's Augustine who will bring it up for Milwaukee. Trailing by 2. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of the 76ers this year.
And they usually came out on top when these two teams faced off last year. No surprise, they're the better team.
Here's Milton. Giannis Antetokounmpo making his last shot. Now here's Milton. Against Indiana, he was really on his game. Here's Giannis. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And how about the initiative there from Antetokounmpo? Excellent at seeing lanes to the basket and then just taking advantage.
Now here's Thibault. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring hit from him. Now here's Maxey. Guarded by Augustine. Thibault, the pass to Howard. Thibault trying to get open. Howard can't hit. Milwaukee in the lead. Antetokounmpo kicks to Craig. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Pass to Antetokounmpo. And the layup's good off the glass. Giannis has got 12 points in the game.
And we talk about Antetokounmpo's all-around skills, and tonight it's been about the scoring. He's put this offense on his back.
Here's Maxey. And we reach the end of the first quarter. Bucks lead by 4. And we'll get going after this from Milwaukee. And chatting earlier with Ben Simmons, he addressed the scrutiny that players...
For me, it comes with...
And with social media now, Greg, blocking out the noise has become for these players even harder.
I mean, truth is, people like to criticize others. We should be celebrating what Simmons has accomplished at a very young age.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far, halfway through the first half in this one. And what stands out to you from the Bucks in this one?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Well, yeah, this is their preferred pace, and it's gotten them out to an early lead.
So to begin the second quarter for the Philadelphia 76ers, Howard is out there with Korkmaz. Then there's Matisse Thybulle. Then there's Maxey. And it's Scott in at the shooting guard. The Bucks making a switch here. Antetokounmpo's checked in. Now here's Maxey. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Outside, Scott. The 76ers need to get off a shot.
know they can't give him that shot. The D's all over it, not even giving him an inch of space.
And to the Kumbo inside.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
They've been a more cohesive team over this stretch, and that helps account for their lead.
Maxey passes to Howard, and it's Howard finishing it off.
When you allow Howard to get in close, he's going to punch that ticket.
Milwaukee leading by 6.
And Dwight Howard, you know, not the same 35-minute-a-game player he once was, but I tell you what, when he's on the floor, he can still be every bit as effective.
Yeah, Howard can bully teams that go small against him. I mean, he provides a big body to deal with other strong centers. I mean, he also gives the team some great flexibility with how they match up.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Poirier's checked in. And it's Joel Embiid in for Korkmaz. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. Holiday with it. He just could not put it together in that loss to Denver. And Giannis throws it down hard.
So strong. Giannis has really added some bulk since entering the league. Helps him absorb the contact.
Now here's Embiid. Had a 24-point outing in their last game against Indiana.
And not only that, I mean, if you think about it, he dominated the boards. His energy was incredible. He never stopped working.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. And the technical free throw is good.
Well, it's all about the fun-loving personality of Embiid. It's just awesome. I mean, this guy likes to have fun on and off the court.
Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Thibault finds Embiid. Second chance shot over Middleton. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
Shooting one. Never easy trying to stop Embiid. Even when you foul him, he still finds ways to muscle shots in.
Bobby Portis is checked in for the Bucks. You know, Greg, we know there's some power finishers in the NBA like Giannis Antetokounmpo, but he complains a lot that he needs to sell contact rather than muscle through it. How do you evaluate those kind of power finishers in the game?
Well, I mean, there's still power will always play a role, especially when you can add in quickness and athleticism. And I think you start right there with Giannis. I mean, he's kind of epitomizes that. LeBron obviously is still in that category. And a guy like Kawhi Leonard, he can send you into the stanchion when he gets going downhill as well.
Now, here's Maxey. He's still scoreless so far in this one. And stolen by Portis. Here is Forbes. And Embiid with the block.
Awesome timing on the rejection. Embiid, the big fella. You don't want to bring it in around this guy.
And Holiday kicks to Middleton. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's hauled in by the 76ers. They defeated Indiana in their last game.
And that one was all about offensive execution, running your plays, picking your spots.
And as long as you do that, you put yourself in a good position to win, no matter if you're home or away.
Now here's Embiid. Chris Middleton unable to get his last shot to go. Thibault can't get it to go.
I love to see the defense exhibit some passion in protecting the rim right there.
From deep. Doesn't go that time. And Philadelphia the other way now. And here's the fast break. Scott leading the way. Pass to Maxey. Now Embiid. That ball is in the basket. Now he's shot 6 and made 3 of them.
His field goal percentage is creeping up there now. I mean, it wasn't pretty in the first quarter.
Holiday, the pass to Lopez. Middleton finds Lopez. And Lopez throws it down.
I like the show of ferocity from Lopez. Whenever he plays down there with fire, it's infectious.
Maxey passes to Poirier. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Dishes to Embiid. And the dunk by Embiid.
It's easy to admire Embiid. I mean, the game seems to come so easy to the big fella, especially when it comes to dunk.
And Holiday kicks to Forbes. score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Maxey passes to Scott. Embiid inside, defended by Portis. Poirier. And here's Maxey. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Bucket is good.
Wow, and he's an elite scorer with impressive repertoire. Embiid is outstanding at knowing when to exert his will on offense.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Bucks ahead, leading by just 2. All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And we hope you enjoyed a tremendous game we're seeing from Giannis Antetokounmpo. He had 18 points, and it would... That's all for now. Say goodbye.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. You look at Antetokounmpo in this one. He's been everywhere.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
Yeah, the offense looks crisp, and guys are hitting their shots.
While we've got a moment, let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the center position.
The agility Embiid has is incredible. He uses it so well to get these calls on the drive.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
And you talk about the perfect veteran wing player. Danny Green's right at the top of that list. Solid defense, good shooter, and plays within himself.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And Greg, the experiences that Danny Green has had over the course of his terrific career, it's hard to match.
I mean, he's won multiple titles in his career, done so in different places with different types of teams. He's seen it all and knows what it takes to succeed.
Yeah, that's a big miss right there. Now only a 1-point lead.
Curry with a wide open look. Buries it from 3-point range. Curry's got his second bucket tonight.
That's the savvy veteran Green. He's able to spot when his teammates aren't being covered. That's a nice read right there.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. And Embiid with the block. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. And staying with the play, Harris. Now it's a 4-point 76ers lead.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
And Giannis throws it down.
And this helps build chemistry. Lopez looking to share the ball wherever he can.
Outside, Simmons. To the paint. Harris finds Green. Curry on the wing. All sorts of time, and a little luck that time, but it drops. Curry's got the lead up to 4 now for the 76ers. Now Holiday, he's been playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game. Harris against Giannis. And the dunk by Giannis.
Watch out. Antetokounmpo might be soft-spoken, but he's got a mean streak when it comes to attacking the hoop.
Simmons passes to Curry. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Curry's got 8 points in the quarter.
Well, that makes him 4 for 5. I mean, I think that's pretty good numbers. I mean, they've got to be pleased with how things are playing off so far.
Here's Giannis. And oh, he jams it right over Tobias Harris. Wow!
And that move has become second nature for Giannis. Once he establishes position, game over.
Simmons against Holiday. And Harris wide open. He shoots another 3 for Philadelphia.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here, defending the triple.
Here's Giannis. And Giannis Tobias throws it down.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Simmons inside. Giannis is there. Simmons can't get it to go. DiVincenzo kicks to Giannis. 1:37 left to play in the third. The Bucks working the ball around. He's looking for DiVincenzo and finds him.
Nice work on the glass, but his defense was even better. Really has an impact on that shot.
Pass to Curry. The three. Another three for Philadelphia.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
Outside Holiday. Lopez finds Giannis. And the dunk by Giannis.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket, guys, still shaking. Now here's Simmons. Steady offensive output from him, averaging more than 16 points a game. Giannis against Embiid. Back to Simmons. The pass to Embiid over Giannis. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. And then for Philadelphia. Dwight Howard's checked in for Joel Embiid. Korkmaz comes in for Green. And it's Shake Milton in for Simmons. Augustine passes to Portis. And Portis throws it down.
Then you risk getting dunked on, posterized. I mean, if you let Portis get good positioning, don't be surprised.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Out to the wing. Korkmaz kicks to Curry. Second shot opportunity. Howard, that's good. Howard's got his third basket of the night.
Outstanding presence of mind. Howard is as dependable as he gets near the rim.
Augustine against Curry. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. The shot, no good. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. 76ers lead by 5. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter underway. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the two-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
Oh, yeah, no need for hero ball there. I mean, you just need to make the right basketball play. Outstanding dish that time.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. On the court for Philadelphia to start the fourth, they've got Korkmaz. Tobias Harris is out there with Howard. Then it's Shake Milton. And it's Maxey in at the guard position. Augustine with it to the wing on the left. Here's Connaughton. And Portis throws it down.
What intensity on the glass from Portis. Junkyard dog. He worked so hard for the second chance opportunities.
And here's Maxey. Howard trying to free himself up. The shot from the low post is good. Maxey's got his first 2 points of the night.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Yeah, but defensively, neither side has been able to adjust, and that's reflected in the score.
Here's Portis. Passes it to Connaughton. And stolen by Harris. And here we go. Harris heading to the hoop. And slam dunk by Harris.
Oh, well, once again, Harris showing off his incredible physique. Just really blowing past defenders in the open floor.
To the left wing. Here's Craig, guarded by Harris, and he gets it to go. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review. Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, you can tell they love to get out and run when the opportunity is there.
Outside Curry. Here's Simmons. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. And the 76ers lead by 7. Outside Holiday. Makes it off the glass.
With experience, skill, and ability, Holiday makes for the perfect go-to scoring option.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
And the Bucks making a change here. Antetokounmpo's checked in. Outside, Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
A problem inside. That's what he is. Once Simmons gets the ball in the positioning that he wants, he goes for the throwdown.
Antetokounmpo up top. And the dunk by Giannis.
Really likes that work there in the paint. He has really established a low post presence.
Look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Here's Simmons, makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
This is where Simmons likes to shoot from. I mean, the closer he is to the rim, the better.
Harris against Giannis. And Giannis throws it down.
Oh, Kevin, not a petty, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, a bounce to the outs, Greg? Yeah, showing off the bunny. Simmons against Giannis. Outside, Simmons. Embiid trying to break loose. And Ben Simmons again. Simmons got 8 here in the quarter.
Terrific at penetrating inside. The mobility Simmons possesses at his size, amazing.
They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
And a big-time playmaker. When the game is up for grabs, give the rock to Giannis.
Here's Simmons. 56 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Outside Curry. There's the triple. The basket good off the assist from Simmons.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
This is no let-up. You know, this is the kind of hard-nosed competitiveness that wins games.
It's in! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Oh, and that's why they're running plays for him. They're getting him the ball and letting him go to work.
Harris against Holiday. Middleton for 3. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Simmons passes to Curry. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
In perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
But it had to be. These days, you need to stretch the floor somewhat to make everything else work. Welcoming the chance to be the man. Lopez is outstanding at upping his game in huge spots.
Now Simmons from deep 3-point range offline. So the 76ers win it. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was, but that didn't seem to bother him. I mean, road team, home team.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Chris Webber, break. The city of Atlanta. Welcome aboard, everybody. This is Wednesday Night Basketball. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for him.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Middleton in at the 3 spot. And for Atlanta, Young and Herter make up the back. Then it's John Collins. Then it's Clint Capella, and it's Fernando in at the power forward.
Well, he could just see over the defense, the eyes to spot the open man. Giannis flourishing right now as a facilitator.
Young passes to Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
Yeah, undersized guys with athleticism do these kind of things, playing above the rim. Love to see him get up like that.
And Bones, with that Clint Capella trade last year to the Hawks, a bit of a surprise to many, but the Hawks were able to land a young and talented center.
And maybe GA the perfect fit for how it is that their team is constructed around Trae Young. Capella's going to be that pick and roll option, can finish above the rim, and is a good defender to protect the guys on the defensive end.
You know, at this point of the year, what's the main thing Brent, a head coach, has to do to keep his team focused for the second half of the season?
I think at this point, the foundation that you've laid should be there. So now what you try to do is schematically, maybe you go through some different defensive coverages. You try some different combinations of players to make sure that guys can make that adaptability quick enough that if that becomes part of a playoff scheme, you're ready for it.
And now let's revisit that exceptional mobile 1 block.
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way, establishing the attitude you want.
Here's Herter, coming off a solid outing against Miami. Here's Young. The Hawks again can't hit.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter. That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
Here's Herter after Drew Holiday's score. Young up top, guarded by Holiday. Young's shot is off.
Yeah, better than giving up the layup. You want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's aggressive attitude defensively.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
He can't get it to go. Bucks have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Fernando pulls it in. Hawks have gotten only 1 of 6 shots to drop for them to start this game. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Herter up there high to throw it down.
Milwaukee in the lead. Middleton on the wing. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Holiday finds Lopez. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. DiVincenzo gets the bucket.
Fundamental play there from Lopez, spotting the open man and then sending him the ball.
Young looking around. We've got 1:55 left in the first. And Middleton with a clear path to the hoop. Finishes the break with a slam.
Quick, active hands. Holiday knows a thing or two about collecting some steals.
Young against Holiday. Young outside. Here's Herter, defended by DiVincenzo. Just 3 to shoot. Atlanta needs to get off a shot here. Herter, no good. Bucks leading by 6. DiVincenzo passes to Antetokounmpo, and that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession. As we get a break in the action now, let's take a look at the East and how the teams are stacking up. You look at the Bucks. Right now, they've compiled the 3rd best record in the conference. And checking out Atlanta. Quite a few spots down the ladder right now.
And right now for the Hawks, they're already looking to the offseason. And that's a shame. Their fans deserve a little bit more from this team.
The body language right now kind of telling the story. Losing to...
And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at. And how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Atlanta making some changes. Okongwu's checked in for Bruno Fernando. Tony Snell comes in for Collins. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Kevin Herter.
This could go down as the win-win trade of the draft over the last 3 or 4 years. The 5th pick in 2018, Trae Young traded on draft day for Luka Doncic, and they might have put a little chip on his shoulder, one that he played with in the second half of his rookie season.
And that's how you do it. Impressive play, explosive finish.
Yeah, sweet finishes like that, you see everybody get up. Look at the guys on the bench. They're fired up.
Connaughton. Here's Portis. And no good on the last second attempt this time. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. The Bucks on top, leading by just 1. We recently caught up with Drew Holiday, who talked about some
being able to go through adversity and come up.
And Greg, you feel like that pressure never really got to Holiday.
One of the toughest guards in the league, mentally and physically. He's a machine that just keeps on coming, no matter the circumstances.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And look what we've seen from Milwaukee. What do you think, guys?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Yeah, they did a great job. Just the initial thrust of that attack as soon as they got the ball, constantly in transition.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the court for the Bucks, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the center, filling out the middle. And stolen by DiVincenzo. And here we go. Holiday heading to the hoop. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton.
Excellent display from Drew Holiday, running the fast break well and finding a way to nail that shot.
Snell kicks to Young. Rebound, Milwaukee.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And Capella sends it back. Here's Young. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And Giannis just gobbling up the rebound, just spreads his wing out there, and ball falls right into it.
Here's Young. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Young's got his third basket of the night right there.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
With the shot, Antetokounmpo, no good. And it's Rondo with the ball for the Hawks, trailing by 5. They come in fresh off a win against the Heat.
Mental toughness on the road. The arena was rocking, but they just got down to business and never let up.
Impressive to see them on the road just step up and have that kind of offensive performance.
Gallinari, he's checked in for Atlanta. Here's Giannis. Rebounded by Capella. Hawks have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Here's Young. Score of the basket, his 5th of the game. He's missed 6 shots against those 5 makes.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Holiday finds Lopez. Back to Holiday. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Here's Antetokounmpo. Got a piece of it.
Well, good work from Gallo there. You forget sometimes at 6'10" that he can come up with those kind of defensive plays.
A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. Here's Forbes. And the Bucks miss again. Hawks have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter.
And going back to when he turned pro at just 16 years of age, Gallinari has proven to be one of the best players ever from Italy.
You think about his final year in Milano and just how highly efficient he was, first in the league's ratings overall. 6th pick going from Italy to New York City, and the fans had no idea what they were getting, but Gallinari eventually dealt in the Carmelo deal, and his career, although it's been multiple stops, has been pretty exemplary.
And the Hawks with possession here, and it's the Hawks ball. Good momentum, 8 straight points. He feeds it to Okongwu. Here's Young. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Greg, in New York, you obviously played in a number of championship contending teams. What do the Knicks have to do to get back to that feel, that kind of team?
Well, listen, it starts with stability across the board, but mainly that means at the top. And you got to give this new front office, this new regime, an opportunity. I think they got some good young pieces. But title contenders are not in a constant state of flux right now. They've got to take their baby steps here and start moving in the right direction.
Like you say, it does begin in the front office. A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. Young outside. And it's sent back by Lopez.
Excellent off-ball awareness as Brook was able to get over there and swat it away.
Textbook, nice pass, great catch, even better finish.
For Atlanta, they've gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. Young against DiVincenzo. Gallinari passes to Capella. Young inside. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against Miami.
And guys, what impressed me most was his passing. He constantly looked for the open man and found guys in great spots.
Here's Middleton. Lopez. Great positioning on the putback. And the Bucks lead by 1.
Good size and the ability to carve out space. Lopez battling on the rebound.
Pass to Okongwu. Here's Young. And he banks in the layup. Young's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Holiday attacking. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That's on Clint Capella.
You can see the determination from Holiday on that attack, expecting contact there, and got it.
And Atlanta will go for a different look here. Bruno Fernando's checked in for Capella. Collins comes in for Okongwu. Tony Snell's checked in for Gallinari. And Kevin Huerter's subbed in for Young.
Well, they're trying to take command of this game, but it's been competitive so far.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
Over in the corner, Antetokounmpo. He's looking for Lopez and finds him. The kick out to Holiday. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. The Hawks have gone 7 of 9 on their field goal attempts here in the second quarter. Pretty good offense. Rondo with the ball. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Here's Fernando. Trae Young, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Atlanta. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. It's time now to go courtside. All right, David, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. A competitive matchup for Atlanta in the first quarter. Some good action during the period as it was... And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third period.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. It's been one outstanding game from Trae Young.
You know, I don't think he'll top the assist charts this year, but early on he's done a great job of keeping the ball hopping around.
You can get into a passing rhythm, and so far all of his have been on point.
They've got Collins. Trae Young is out there with Rajon Rondo, and it's Fernando in at the 5. That's the group starting the second half for Lloyd Pierce. I'm glad we got to see the mobile one block once more. What a play.
And you can see the mindset he has. When the game's this close, he's going to bring it at that end of the floor.
Young, good. Young's got the first basket of the second half here for Atlanta.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Here's Lopez. It doesn't go for him. And Atlanta will go the other way with it. They get to take on the Magic at Orlando after this one. And that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for them. Collins looking around. Rondo kicks to Knight. Rondo dishes to Young. Clock at 4. Over Lopez. Milwaukee with the rebound. Giannis has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Holiday comes up empty down low.
Well, that's how to protect the rim without fouling. Force him into an awkward release and a bit of an adjustment on the layup.
Rondo passes to Young. From deep. Antetokounmpo grabs the miss. Antetokounmpo's got his 6th rebound on the night. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Well, not only being just an all-around more improved player, Giannis has taken some huge strides in terms of building his body up.
Greg, 11 years for you in the NBA. You had to have some favorite players that you played besides and with.
You know, it's a great call, and there were a ton of them. A few guys, though, will. So Gary Payton, I got a chance to play with Gary for a year and have known him. We used to go at it in high school, and it's really about his personality. This is a guy that constant chatter, practice on the court. That's what fed his confidence. Charles Oakley, another guy. He would run through a wall or through you to win a game. And then Scottie Pippen later in my career, just a winner and somebody who I competed against for many years, but then having the opportunity to play with up close, I got a greater appreciation for his skill set.
Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for Rajon Rondo. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. Pat Connaughton comes in for Chris Middleton. Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Drew Holiday. Right side, Antetokounmpo. Here's Portis. Good. And it's Giannis picking up the assist. Portis has got his first bucket of the night.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
Young inside. And the shot goes in. Young's got the lead up to 4 now for the Hawks.
Not just the accuracy in the quarter, it's his movement and the energy that's getting him on this nice roll.
Here's Forbes. Banked in off the glass. So it's the Hawks now. Outside Collins. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Young's shot is off. And so Giannis will bring it up for the Bucks. Up next for him, the Grizzlies at the FedEx Forum. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip.
It's a huge night for Giannis Antetokounmpo at the offensive end of the floor. That length and athleticism just proving to be too much for any defensive scheme.
Young's shot is good.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
Here's Antetokounmpo, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Great to see Antetokounmpo going strong inside. At times, the D has no choice but to foul him.
Okongwu's checked in for Atlanta. The Bucks also with the sub. Craig's checked in. Atlanta's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. And here's Young. He's got 25. 2 points. That one goes. Young's got 12 points here in the second half.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Antetokounmpo passes to Portis. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. Okongwu's running.
Making the easy shots and the tough shots. He's on top of his game.
Bucks trail by 6. Pass to Craig. Back to Antetokounmpo. And here is Portis. Some solid defense from Knight. And oh, here we go. Young's got it. The fast break chance. The Hawks working the ball around. Back to Huerter. Passes it to Young. Shoots the 3. Another 3 for Atlanta.
And Trae Young exploring the limits of his range in this one.
6-second difference between shot and game clock. Here's Antetokounmpo. Good on the bucket. Antetokounmpo's got 15 points.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way. No roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive.
Okongwu, the pass to Young. And again, it's Atlanta.
And he just gets this offense going. Young operating in the mid-range this time.
That will count. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And as we end the third quarter, a great game. Both teams playing well. The Hawks. Head coach Mike Budenholzer is mic'd up along the sideline.
Get through it. Talk to each other.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Atlanta leading by 9. And Milwaukee looking at who they've got. They've got Dante DiVincenzo. Also Holiday out there. Chris Middleton is out there with Brook Lopez. And it's Craig in at the 4 slot. Rondo passes to Herter. Back to Rondo. Capella high post. Snell from outside. It's not going to go for him. Bucks trail by 9. Here's DiVincenzo. It's good.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, both of these teams locked in on the offensive end. Going to be a high-scoring affair tonight.
Capella, the pass to Herter. Rondo looking around. Drops in the layup for 2. Rondo's got the lead back up to 9 now for the Hawks.
Right now, Rondo just cutting through there with not much effort, and the speed took over.
The Bucks shooting 55% from the floor. They're feeling very confident offensively. There's the pass to Craig. It's Middleton at the elbow. And it's denied. Here's Herter. Rondo passes to Capella. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Bruno Fernando's checked in for Atlanta. Young comes in for Rajon Rondo. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Milwaukee. And so they foul intentionally. About a minute and a half through the 4th quarter now. And Young kicks to Snell. Shot clock at 5. Herter passes to Capella. Back to Herter. Tries again. The kick out to Young. From past the arc. The rebound by the Bucks. Now Giannis. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
It's weird to say it, but the sheer length of Giannis can put the defense in a really bad position. So hard to defend without fouling.
And both free throws good for Giannis. 2nd minute off the clock now in the 4th. Young outside. And that one good. Young's got the lead up to 9 now for Atlanta.
He's played a huge role in this game to this point, but it looks like he just wants more. He wants to make sure that this lead holds up.
And the double up on Antetokounmpo. The shot, no good. Good work defensively by Capella. Atlanta leading by 9. Young outside. Down low. What a jam!
Wow, fans loving that right there.
What a jam!
Nice.
You can see there just the threat of Young pulling up. It's going to open up the 2-man game. The defender forced to come out and respect the deep shot, and Trey able to make the play.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Atlanta making a switch here. Collins is checked in. Young outside. Jacks up a 3. But they'll get another chance. From deep 3-point range, Atlanta now working with a new shot clock. And the foul on Drew Holiday. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Here's Young. 1:44 left in the 4th quarter. Clock at 6. Capella finds Young. A 3 ball.
Well, without the D from Holiday there, that shot probably has a better chance of going in. His hustle altered that attempt. Well, somehow they kept possession of the ball after that poor pass. They should be very thankful that wasn't a turnover.
Bucks trail by 11. On the wing, DiVincenzo. And the Bucks miss again.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Young is doubled. Fires from deep. Drains the 3-pointer. Young's got 39.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits, and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for Atlanta.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And for the year now, they'll be tallying their 16th win.
And they're able to even the score of this series at a game apiece. Still, 2 more to go in the season series.
And looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Trae Young.
It looked like a couple times they might be wearing him down, but not the case. At the offensive end, he was just devastating.
It's rebounded by Herter. Back to Capella. Pass to Young. From downtown. The shot off that time. And so it's the Hawks taking care of business in this one. Some good moments throughout this. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up. And the player introductions are wrapped up. The starting fives for both teams, as we're just about ready to get this one started. Hi, everyone. Time to get into it. And a moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Danilo Gallinari.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Young and Herter make up the backcourt. Then it's Clint Capella. Then it's Collins. And it's Fernando in at the power forward position. And for Philadelphia, Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Curry is out there with Simmons. And it's Green in at the 3-set. And now the first timeout called here for the Hawks. They come in fresh off a win against the Heat.
They played terrific defensively. The few cracks they showed, guys were quick to rotate and help each other out.
I love the communication, love the hustle. They came up with big stops all night.
And the Hawks making a change here. Gallinari's checked in. Now, here is Young. Greg, how hard is it to maintain focus this time of year when you know you're on a championship contending team?
You know, some of that I think depends on the leadership you have in your locker room. Certain guys just keep everybody engaged and motivated. And you know what? You've got to break the season down into chapters to help yourself with the motivation, because sometimes that season can be so long and it's hard to stay focused in the present when you start thinking about the postseason.
I agree. The shot by Curry, no good. Here's the Hawks with the ball. Young outside. And that one drops.
The threat of Young's jumper forces defenders to play him close, making it easier for him to get by his man.
Here's Simmons. Oh, and the jam by Ben Simmons.
Yeah, whenever Simmons gets a chance to show off his insane jumping skills, he sees it.
Gallinari outside. Back to Young. Score it. His third straight basket in 3 tries.
You know, defensively, you try to do everything possible to get a hand up on Young's shot, but he just ignores the contact and plays through it.
Now here's Curry. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. The jump hook, no good off the back of the rim. And stolen by Simmons. Embiid inside. Capella's there. That one is good from Joel Embiid.
And hit on the way up. Embiid's strong physically, but also mentally able to keep his focus.
Here's Herter, guarded by Curry. Gallinari passes to Capella. Young outside. 5 on the clock. Atlanta needs to get off a shot here. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Harris. And we've got a moment now to check out the Eastern Conference standings and see where everyone is sitting as things begin to settle down just a bit through the midway point of the season. Look at Philadelphia. Quite a season they've assembled here, guys. Perched up there in first place and playing terrific basketball game in and game out. And, of course, the Hawks right now quite a ways down below.
And for Philadelphia, they have caught the entire league off guard. This was not a position anyone thought they'd be in at this stage of the season.
They've been one of the great stories in the league this year. No doubt about it. Fans all over the league have gotten behind these guys.
And Kevin Herter,
a young player and a big part of this team's future. He keeps trying to add to his game.
And the area I love that he's improved, I think the most and needs to, is his ball handling. Doesn't have to only look for shots outside. He can attack the rim. He's also is more willing to take the lead in transition and create for others.
And the man just brings his lunch pail and goes to work. What sets Embiid apart is he does it with such ease.
Now here's Rondo. He dishes it to Okongwu. Outside for Rondo. The feed to Okongwu. Shoots over Embiid. The shot by Okongwu, no good. 76ers have gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. Passes to Embiid. And the dunk by Embiid.
Yeah, still commanding a lot of defensive attention. Howard just keeps his head up and finds the open man.
In the corner, it's Capella. Now the pass to Rondo. Feeds it to Okongwu. And Okongwu slams it in.
One of the cases where height fails to tell you the whole story.
Here's Maxey. And the rejection by Collins.
Excellent feel and timing. Collins does a good job of protecting the rim.
The second chance effort. He can't get that one. And Atlanta will come the other way. Their last encounter was in Atlanta.
Not a close contest either the last time they got together. Everyone in the rotation played solid, and the bench was the difference.
Great scoring output from that second unit. Such a luxury to have that extra ammunition.
A big who lives inside. Capella knows he's a center. He knows he makes his living off scoring close in against that good D.
Here's Embiid. The putback, can't get the putback. Releases. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Hawk. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. Well, from what you guys are seeing from the Hawks, what are you thinking about their performance?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
This is exactly what you want to see if you're a coach. Your team starting fast and playing with confidence.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. So on the floor for Philadelphia, they've got Cortez. Oh, wow!
An explosive leaper. Collins hangs in the air, puts on a show.
Now, here's Maxey, defended by Young. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. The Hawks, another fast break opportunity here. From deep. Rebounded by Howard. Howard's got his 4th rebound in this one. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Boy, your alma mater, UNLV, Greg, has produced some great NBA players over the years. I mean, so many great names.
No doubt about it. Listen, I got a special place in my heart for my former teammates Larry Johnson and Stacey Augmon.
Right.
But also guys like Sean Marion. You go back to Reggie Theus, who was a tremendous player. And right now in the league, you got Kim Birch, dunk champ Derrick Jones, and an up-and-comer in Christian Wood.
Good mentions. A nice shot by Young.
Continuing to stoke the fire, his shot making has been absolutely superb.
Simmons against Young. It's good. And the Hawks lead is cut down to just 2 points from the bucket from Ben Simmons.
They can't shake Simmons. He is very used to getting hit. Even with contact, he can finish strong.
It's stolen by Green. And now Philadelphia on the break. Green leading the charge. And the basket is, and folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Simmons feeling it out a bit. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
Good job of stepping up to the plate there, seizing back the momentum for his team.
That's the competitor in him. Close game. Let me have this one.
Here's Young. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And the pressure Trae Young puts on defenses. Outstanding at taking it to them and drawing the foul.
Joel Embiid, he's checked in for the 76ers. Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for the Hawks.
We've seen him put a lot of pressure on the defense and then cash in at the line.
Simmons inside. Defended by Young. That's a miss. It's miss number 2 in shots from the floor. An even 3-on-3 break. Pass to Collins. Back to Young. Latrey. Green with the rebound.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
It's Curry with the drive. Yep, that one goes in there. And the 76ers lead by 1.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Here's Gallinari. The shot misses. Now the 76ers take it the other way. They defeated Indiana in their last game.
Yeah, and in that game, you see how they built out this roster, acquiring role players who can step up when needed.
And a strong bench gives you the flexibility to bring someone in and exploit a certain matchup.
Shot by Collins, no good. And here's Simmons. He'll bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers.
Well, John Collins has the potential to be a star for this team. Continues to be a powerhouse on the offensive end. He can attack from inside as well as outside. The uncanny ability to time the tip in. He does this night in and night out.
Here's Young, and he converts the layup. Young's got 8 here in the quarter.
Incredible night for Trae. Has direct involvement in nearly every facet of this offense.
Here's Simmons, and there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And Atlanta gets called for the foul. The 76ers have yet to miss from the free throw line. They're 3 for 3.
Yeah, looking over their percentage on the season, I think they will be thrilled with the number in terms of their free throw percentage, 79.
Atlanta calls timeout. And the 76ers with some changes. Korkmaz, he's checked in for Harris. Shake Milton comes in for Seth Curry. And Maxey subbed in for Green. Atlanta also making some changes here. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Bruno Fernando. Okongwu comes in for Gallinari. And Tony Snell subbed in for Collins. That's good from Simmons.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
And Simmons drops them both.
The first pick in the 2016 NBA draft, Simmons has been a phenomenal addition to our league.
And Okongwu slams it in.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Simmons with it, and guarded by Capella.
Using his height and length there to prevent the second chance opportunity.
The kick out to Young. Okongwu, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Maxey passes to Embiid. Now, here's Maxey. Back to Embiid. And he uses the glass on the layup. Embiid's got 10 points.
And showcasing that overwhelming strength, Embiid is so skilled at finishing over the aggressive defense.
Young passes to Capella. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Capella's got his second basket. It has been nip and tuck through the first half.
Exactly, guys. The way it's seesawed back and forth, unbelievable.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in the...
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, and welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson here. If your name is Shaquille O'Neal, raise your hand, please. If your name is Shaquille O'Neal, we saw Trae Young lighting it up in the first half. He had 14 points. And that's a wrap for our...
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. It's been one outstanding game from Trae Young.
His play so far is what fans love about him. He has gone right at the defense time and time again.
And not standing around, not settling for perimeter shots. He's looking to attack.
Checking out the group for Lloyd Pierce to start the second half. Young and Herter make up the backcourt. Then it's John Collins. Then it's Clint Capella. And it's Fernando in at the 4 slot. Young against Simmons. Outside for Curry. 6 on the shot clock. Simmons against Young. No good from Simmons.
Can't fault the play call. Even though he couldn't convert, that's a good shot.
Fernando, the pass to Collins. It's stolen by Curry. Here's Simmons, and dunks it right on top of Trae Young. Wow!
The veteran presence of Danny Green keeping his eyes up, finding his teammate wide open.
Here's Young. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one on Harris. Now in the free agent race last year, for your money, Greg, who would you have rather take? Kawhi and PG, Kevin Durant and Kyrie.
Oof. Well,
wow.
I tell you what, it's a tough call. You know, Kawhi's got a couple finals MVPs. KD's got a couple. Kyrie's got a ring. It's a tough call. I mean, PG is more than capable, man. I think it's a toss-up, partner.
I agree. Yeah, I'm going to agree with you. And Howard with the second chance points.
And Howard always one of the top offensive rebounders in the league.
Young looking around. It's good from long range. Young's got the lead up to 4 now for the Hawks.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
It's a hand on it, and Howard with the second chance points. Howard's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Oh, smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they?
I'll tell you what, I think he thought that was going in. I sure did.
Pass to Harris for the tie. Outside for Curry. Rondo with the steal. And now here comes Collins leading the break. Dishes it to Capella. Hawks passing it around. And stolen by Thibault. Inside, Harris. And slam dunk by Harris.
Love to see Tobias attack like this. You see the solid hops, the length, proving he's not just a perimeter threat.
Harris against Collins. Here's Fernando. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet.
Great position on that play from Tobias, challenging the shot and getting a piece of it.
Green kicks to Curry. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone.
Oh, what a move. Came out of the spin cycle there, stopped,
and popped. Impressive.
Young outside. No good from outside. The 76ers have gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field. It's good. And the 76ers lead by 4.
Nice look for Danny Green there, taking charge. You love the leadership he's brought everywhere he's gone.
It's Collins with the drive. The kick out to Young. And stolen by Thibault. Harris draws the double. Passes it to Curry. It's stolen by Capella. Fernando, the pass to Rondo. It's stolen by Curry. And here is Howard. Currently averaging almost 6 points a game. Collins with it, and it's Howard picking him up. Young with no one around. Shot clock reset for the Hawks. Outside Collins. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
What's interesting about John Collins, he plays fast, but he's also measured in his approach.
And the 76ers with a completely new group now. Then for the Hawks, Okongwu's checked in for Clint Capella. Gallinari comes in for Bruno Fernando. And Kevin Huerter subbed in for Rajon Rondo. Here's Embiid, and the dunk by Embiid.
And if you want to talk about a player who embodies the power game, then Embiid's your man. You know you're going to get some strong finishes anytime he's on the court.
Young's shot is good.
He's been locked in all night, and he's taking good shots.
We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. 76ers lead by 2. We got more in store for you right after this. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Execution. This is what you practice every day. These guys are professionals. Beautiful play.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Korkmaz is out there with Ben Simmons. Then there's Maxey. Then it's Shake Milton. And it's Embiid in at the center position. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Here's Okongwu. That's in, coming off the assist from Young.
Few people see the floor as well as Trey. If you're open, he'll find you.
Simmons against Collins. And it's Simmons penetrating. Rebound by the Hawks. When this game is done, they'll be off to Orlando, and they'll take on the Magic. And that will be the 5th game of this 6-game road trip. Young, no good. The 76ers lead. Outside, Simmons. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. To the wing right side. Shot clock at 6. Embiid inside. Gallinari on him. And so it's Gallinari with it. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. And stolen by Simmons. Here's Milton. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Milton's got the lead up to 4 now for Philadelphia. A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now. Snatched away. Collins against Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
Crafty and smooth. Simmons tearing up the nets. He is definitely a rising star.
Young outside. To the paint. Here's Okongwu. And it's blocked by Simmons. Back to Young. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Another shot. Here's Okongwu. To the left side wing. Hawks passing it around. Young outside. No luck, they battled on the glass, but couldn't knock it down. And now the 76ers on the break. And then Simmons slams it in.
Really, really good possession there. They've never lost their focus, even as the game's gotten tight.
With their lead starting to stretch out just a little bit here late, they're in a prime position now to wrap this one up.
And Young kicks to Gallinari. He feeds it to Okongwu. Tries again. Gallinari dishes to Okongwu. Young outside. Second chance shot. Basket is good. He'll get a chance. And so the coach's challenge here comes into play. The coach protesting the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Simmons passes to Curry. Off target from three-point range.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
The 76ers leading by 6. Gallinari with the steal. With some arc, and Herter gets it to go.
I like seeing this from a young player. Kevin Herter taking big shots.
High post, Embiid. Gets that one through the hole, make him now 7 of 13 in this game.
And there is no back down in Joel Embiid. He is ready to rise to the occasion in the big moment.
Gallinari left side. Back to Young. Capella inside. Guarded by Embiid. Collins dishes to Young. Lets it go with a 3. But they recover it. Capella kicks to Young. It's another look. Good! And now they trail by just 4.
Incredible competitor. Trae Young always wants to be the one to take this shot.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. And there's the pass to Curry. 11 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Young outside for 3. Tips it, but no good. So it's Philadelphia taking the W in a close one here. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me, Kevin, what stood out is...
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us.